My name is Todd, Clinical Director of Inner Peace Counseling Center here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today I'm at In the Cut Barbershop, where I'll be hosting the first in a series of men's forums focused on clarifying information, dispelling myths, and educating on the issues of manhood, sexual health, relationships, passion, intimacy, and beyond. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Ladies, this is an opportunity for you to get a bird's eye view of what men really talk about in a man cave. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Man Cave Conversations. Question. Size, I know on TV size, and some people say size matters. However, if you have size and no skills, what does it matter?
It don't matter.
It is about skill.
Right.
It is about awareness. It's about knowledge.
Right.
Understanding what a woman's pelvic area looks like. Understanding where all the sensitive pieces and parts are. Understanding that thin skin nerve endings are much more sensitive than thick skin nerve endings. Knowing how to touch and do all of those things. But again, you learn those by working, being focused intentionally on who you're with, as opposed to coming to the plate with a full set of knowledge.
Okay, people who say foreplay, you think that's a very important relationship?
It is.
It is, right?
It is, and I'll share why from a research perspective. Women need 20 to 30 minutes of foreplay for their sexual arousal to kick in, according to research. For vasocongestion to happen, because number one is women lack erratic focus. This is not me talking as a man, it's research. Women lack erratic focus, i.e. women have body image issues going on, they have to-do lists, they worry about the kids, they gotta go to work, they gotta do all of these things to please themselves, please men, please their employer, please their kids. So it's not until their brains are actually slowed down can the arousal process start. So I had just the other day, I had a wife, I have a drill that I do work with clients to help build intimacy and connection. And the wife said to her husband, I appreciate now that you actually spend time touching me before jumping on me. Because he's more focused, let me hit the goal. And she's like, no, it has to be an experience.
So that's like, really like making love to the mental, right?
Say again?
Making love to the mental.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That's very
Exactly.
important.
It's a full body experience, not just a goal order. Yeah, when we focus on performance, when you focus on your orgasm, you've missed the whole experience. That fair? You want to share something?
No, I was just getting back to the point, when you think about pre-ejaculation and everything, the levels in which you go through in life. Back in my day, like in high school, they was saying, gin make you sin. And, drink a little knot of head, and, and that's how I was individually, I was able to learn how to adjust and manipulate my situation within me, and not saying this for everybody, because I don't even drink today, but it's basically all individuality, as well as then we as black men, we have, from day one, we never had a household because we were using studs. So therefore, we would make babies, and we think we got a family, and we'd be taken out and sold somewhere. And then, so that mentality today, that's why we got a lot of single parents, single women, a lot of guys got 9, 10, 15 children. That mentality is still going on today that was started 400 years ago. And then also, in this day and age, you got a lot of single black women out here today because they in search of the wrong man. The good guy gonna last, and they want a good man, but they want a thug too, and then they also want the 12-inch dick, you know what I'm saying? Every man ain't got no 12-inch dick,
Oh yeah, very few.
And they actually, like you say, you gotta respect yourself first. They on the internet, I look at the internet as the beast. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just tearing up households. That old saying, to take a community, take a village to raise a village, take a community, or is it take a village to raise a village? You know, that is no longer no more, because you see, nobody trusting you.
But, you know, a lot of it goes about self-awareness. It goes from self-awareness and educating as you come across. Because people we've all met women, everybody has a story, everybody has something that they want to appreciate you.
I got you.
Everybody has a story, but if by self-awareness, you get to educate. By self-understanding, you get to educate a person that's approaching you, or a woman that's approaching you, in general conversation. It's about cultivating ourselves and our self-awareness as a man, as a sexual being, on which we can teach. Because again, size don't matter. And I'm not just saying that, I'm saying that from research. I'm saying that because of working with women and books that are written by women. Because if you don't have skills, what's the sense in the size if you don't know what to do with it? And most of the nerve endings, the more sensitive nerves in a woman's vaginal tract are within the first inch and a half, not at the cervix.
In these days, you gotta make sure your SHIT is right, because you got so much competition out there.
You can make sure your SHIT is right by having knowledge and awareness.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
By having skills, having and understanding, by holding conversation
Right.
that nobody else is having. Because I can share with you, women say more often than not, most guys are just down there poking, they don't have an idea about what they're doing. I've had men in my office that has the apartment sitting next to him, and I'll say, ma'am, does your man know how to sexually satisfy you? Now, they're both facing me. He's over here popping his collar like, yeah, I got this on lock. And she's sitting there like, shaking her head like that. He ain't got a clue. And the gentleman that I'm thinking about said, hey, stop saying that, because you know I got this on lock. You don't have to tell me anything. I got this. And he's not the only one that's done that.
Mr. Slade.
I think first of all, you got women are a lot more exploratory. They have everything. You know, I had a lady friend share with me something, a website, because when I first met her, she did not know how to do oral sex, and she started researching this website, a bad girl, something. Long story short, whole new, it's like day and night. Anyway, I mean, you know, everything, look at the books that, you know, like the 50 Shades and all of that. They're a lot more exploratory about a lot of things. And you'd be surprised the number of women that are in the S&M and things like that. And they say that some men bore them because it's just, you know, this attitude of boom. And so you,
men have the sense of independence. We're supposed to be dominant. We're always supposed to be in control. Not oftentimes is it said that men are supposed to be open and willing to be educated.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm just really reiterating what you're saying, but I do think that as you say, as we started and we opened up in terms of the difference between us and what we share. Women will share those kinds of things with their friends or in a situation where they're comfortable. And if we are open, they'll share it with us.
But in order to be open, doesn't it require us to be comfortable with our own sexuality?
Yeah.
But the only way that we can be more comfortable with our sexuality is being open and willing to learn and to understand about our own body awareness, body control. Understanding that even though there are periods of life that we want to drink and do drugs, but we have to recognize that that impacts our testosterone level. So here it is, you start off in your 20s and you're about 1100 testosterone level. And you get to your 40s, you're down at 110. I have a client who is at 110 testosterone level at 30 years old. And he was wondering why he couldn't have an erection and couldn't have healthy sex at home. Only because stress, I know you mentioned black men and how hard it is, but stress attacks your sexuality, your intimacy, your ability to sexually perform. You know what I'm saying? You drink, the alcohol, all of those things impact, and all of those have a personal impact psychologically, but they also impact our relationships. And again, when we have sexual erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, whatever the case may be, we oftentimes project it on our partners, because we're not gonna say something wrong with us. I don't know too many men that stand in there like, don't worry about this, baby, it's all on me. That's not what we do. Most men throughout the course of their lives will have erectile issues. Every time you go to bat, ain't a home run. I don't care who you are, I don't care what age you are. Because these are natural things. So when we put these unnecessary pressures on ourselves based on awareness, just based on societal norms and expectations, we do ourselves a disservice as opposed to getting accurate information.
I think that's the main thing, accurate information. I guess like being a locker room athlete when I was in high school, you coming into college, it's like, talk to your boys. Yeah, man, I'm doing this. You gotta do this when you gotta spread the legs. And it's like, okay, I hear you. But like you said, the only way you really know is to talk to a woman about herself. So it's a lot of miseducation going on when you're hearing something and you're doing it, but it's not working out because it's not her thing.
Nothing. But again, it's about self-awareness. In those issues, even if we can't be vulnerable or we're concerned about judgment with our peer group, can we at least be intimate with the woman that we naked with? If we're gonna be naked and unashamed, let's truly be naked and unashamed. Let's talk about this. Because women will have shared that having an orgasm is not required for them to enjoy sex. We over here working hard, killing ourselves, and it's not necessary. Because if a woman truly understands, listen, hear me. Again, I got them in private, I got the research, and I talk to them in private. It's about body awareness. They're looking for connection.
Right.
They're looking for intimacy. They're looking for the establishment of relationship. They're looking for a full body experience, not just getting a nut.
I think they're more mental creatures than more physical creatures. You know.
Women are more, we're visual. We
Yeah.
just see, won't have.
Yeah.
Women like touch, like caress,
Yeah.
like to be mentally stimulated. What's the vision? What's the story that's being created in their minds? I have women that say, I don't need to be penetrated to have an orgasm. My thoughts will take me there. But yet we're over here killing ourselves, got all kinds of stress and pressure on us, trying to put in extra work.
I think what is going on right in here, it depends on your age group. And I think this is good because we need to help out with young people. When I came along, I was born here in North Carolina. You had to be quick because you had to make love in a car. We didn't have money in a hotel. They wouldn't even allow you in the hotel. So when you come to me, you had to go in the car. And it had to be quick.
Right.
Because, dark, everybody's scared. But now today, what you was talking about, you couldn't mention that word, oral sex. When I came along, we didn't know what you're talking about. But that's not true for the young generation.
Cool.
So when we look at, we did that in my time because you had to be rushed. You didn't have time to, that for the female and the male. You had to get back home to mom and daddy. But today, you have time. You have
you have sex before you was married.
No, I didn't say I had it. I was saying, let me say this. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Now, I know we can go into the religious part, but having sex before marriage is not a bad thing as we have thrown it out here to be. Because when you go on your job, they train you.
Right.
Before they give you, but when I came along, you had to work 3 months whether they're going to take you on. Okay, you haven't had sex and you get married. So I'm saying the church, we gotta be careful in the church, how we teach people that you can't do that until you get married. That's why you have so many divorces. What they heard and they got married and they said, oh, that's not what I heard.
Thank you for watching Man Cave Conversations and sharing your time with us. It is our hope that you found the show both enjoyable and inspiring at the same time. We encourage you to share your feedback, ask questions, suggest topics for future events, or contact us to host a Man Cave Conversations event in your local area. We can be reached by email at info@mancaveconversations.com, Facebook, or Twitter. So, until the next time, continue to be empowered and elevated through self-awareness, education, and open communication. Take care. Thank you for joining us on our journey.